If you're looking for a bUnited update to find out exactly what has happened with this platform, then this video is for you. My name is Michael from paidfromservice.com, and recently I have received a lot of questions about bUnited, and people want to know what has happened and if they can expect to get paid and all kind of other questions. So I decided to record this short video to let you know exactly what I have found out after doing further research, and also tell you what you can then expect next. So just shortly, in case you are not completely sure what bUnited was, then it was a type of cashback site you could sign up for, and it promised that it was creating relationships with a lot of shops all over the world, and you would be able to earn quite a lot of money by getting great deals through them, but also by inviting other people to this platform. And you could see your earnings accumulate inside the bUnited platform, but you were not yet able to take it out because they needed to develop the platform and these partnerships before we were able to actually get paid. What I initially really liked about bUnited, and what I mentioned in my first review, was the idea behind it, because it focused a lot on working together with NGOs and different charities and on sustainability. And I thought the idea was really great and something that could really be amazing if it could work, because it could help both the environment and a lot of people, and it could help us members to actually earn quite a lot of money. However, as I also mentioned in my initial review, was that this was not sure money. This was an unproven concept. I really hoped it worked because I thought the idea was great, but I also clearly said that there was no guarantee you would ever get your money. I had quite a lot of earnings inside my bUnited account, but I never saw that as actually earnings, because I knew it was just potential earnings if this actually worked out. So I never expected to necessarily get them, but I just thought it was a great idea and I wanted to see where it would go. And as you can see on the screen here, unfortunately it ended up not going so well, because they were actually developing a lot of partnerships with a lot of companies all over the world, and then COVID kind of closed down a lot of things, and then just recently bUnited made this statement on the website: you can no longer access the website, and you can see that they have been forced to cease operations, they say here. And I have then received a lot of messages since then claiming that bUnited was a scam, and they of course wanted an updated review and some information about it. And I can confirm, yes, bUnited has closed down. You can no longer access it, and it does not look like it's coming back. But of course I was also a little bit annoyed with it, because I thought it would be great if it actually worked. But I also knew it was kind of a difficult concept they had to work with. And of course, like many other businesses, they were affected by the pandemic. However, I still decided to try to dig a little bit deeper and get some more information than just this general statement, because previously I have actually been in contact with the CEO of bUnited and asked different questions. And I was curious if he was still willing to actually respond to me even after they closed down, because that can also tell you something about whether this was actually an intended scam or if it actually really was just hit by the pandemic like so many other companies. And I actually did receive a reply, so I'll just jump over to my email and show that to you now. You can see I actually got a reply where Jim Jorgensen, who was the CEO of bUnited, actually confirms here, yes, they had to close down after they've actually worked on this project for 5 years. They could not get enough traction, and because of COVID, it just disrupted all the progress they were making. He also mentions here that they actually managed to get 1.5 million registered members, and they also made some great NGO partnerships, and they managed to save more than 20 million square meters of Amazon rainforest together with the Rainforest Foundation. But unfortunately, it turned out that even though the idea, in my opinion, was great, then it was not sustainable, as you can see he confirms here. So that was also what I dreaded when I initially joined. I thought the idea was great. I was not sure how sustainable it would be. And it turns out, unfortunately, it was not sustainable. However, I'm not going to run around screaming that bUnited was a scam, because what we can learn from it is also to look at what is an intended scam and what is just something that you should be aware of when you go into it, that it is not sure money. And that is the case with bUnited, in my opinion. There are intended scams, and I have plenty of reviews and videos here on my channel that teaches you about how to spot those. The websites that are created just purely to scam money or information out of you. But bUnited actually didn't have any of those signs because they didn't actually get any information. They didn't try to spam you with any kind of crappy offers or anything like that. And also, as you can see, the CEO actually replied to me after I reached out, and if it was an intended scam, that definitely would not be the case. Nonetheless, the results for us users is the same. bUnited has closed. We will not get our earnings. You knew, if you watched my initial review, that there would be no guarantee this worked, but of course it's sad to see that it did not work. But now you know that it is closed. There is nothing you can do about it. They tried to make a business model work. They were quite clear about what they were trying to work, and they were also quite clear about this not being guaranteed money, but this was a potential earning if it worked out, and unfortunately it did not. So in general, when we join sites like this, there are sites where you know for sure that you will earn. Like for example, service sites, get paid to sites, or cashback sites, you know, if you do a task, you get paid and you can quickly take your earnings out. That is sure money if you join the legit sites. And then there are the scam sites that make exaggerated claims and try to get information out of you, and sometimes even money, where they're just intended to exist for a short time to get as many members and scam them and then close down and move on to create a new platforms. And then there are the platforms or the companies that are trying to make it work, but it just doesn't. And then sometimes they have to close down. That also happens to service sites. Sometimes service sites have to close down because they just ended up not working out long term. And that is the same for all types of companies. But I hope that this update has now made it clear what has happened to bUnited and what to be aware of in general when you look at sites. If it is sure money, is it a scam, or is it something with a potential, but you just should not see it as anything else than a potential, and you do not know what it will bring. Sometimes those platforms will turn out to give great results, and other times it will turn out to give no results, as it is the case here for bUnited. But if you want to join get paid to sites where you can do tasks where you know for sure you will get paid because they are proven to work and have worked for years and years and have paid people for years and years, then I have information and a list of that on my website, also paidfromservice.com. I will leave a link to that below this video here. But I hope that you now are completely aware what has happened, and I've been asked about an update about bUnited a lot of times, so here it is. Unfortunately, not the update I hoped for, but at least you now know what has happened. So if this video helped you, then make sure to hit the like button, and also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time there's a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of get paid to sites, paid service sites, and other free ways to earn some extra cash on the site online.